Good afternoon. I'm just creating this video for people to share for those that have not been able to hear this from management or union about what is going on at Minorca. I know everyone has probably received texts and calls, seen the news, all the different articles, but I just wanted to create this video so you could watch and hear what happened, what's happening right now, and what we're doing going forward. We were served our warn notice at 10 a.m. on Thursday. Myself and Chad Baltich were in a meeting with Rob Fisher and Nick Bukuma, and the reasons that they gave for this, which our notice is 60 days of full pay, and then after that an incoming layoff. The reasons they gave were we have 4 million excess ton of pellets. We have nowhere else to put them. They stated that the economy is a driving factor and the steel mills are not operating to full capacity, mainly one in Cleveland that's been idled since last fall. The auto dealerships are not making cars and buying our steel. And so all of this has a ripple effect to our mine. LG made a comment on the last earnings call that he should have idled 1.5 facilities over the last quarter, but he chose not to do so. And I guess now we kind of have more insight as to what he's talking about and was talking about. It proceeded to be dropped on WDIO as Chad and myself were being informed of all this. And so Senator Hochschild had dropped a press release talking that he had been informed and this news and that he was going to be helping us. And while the statement was kind and it was reassuring to know that we have that support, it came at a time where all of our members were not informed yet, and most of management was not either. There was a lot of confusion, and later that day, Senator Hochschild was told that he was okay to send the statement out at 10, and there was just a timing mixture to the point where people were notified through the news instead of through leadership at Minorca. At this point, we are told that they're going to retain into the teens. This layoff will affect around 300 people on the union side and over 40 on the salary side. This is not the news that we wanted to hear. A lot of us were seeing this. They were telling us this, that we were overproducing of pellets and that at some point they were just going to have to either sell on the open market and make up the ground that way or hope the economy rebounded. And a day after the Fed stated that they were not going to be dropping the interest rates by even a basis point, this all came down. What's happening right now at Minorca is they are in the process of directing us to winterize the facility. We are pulling all the equipment up to the front. We will be lining it up, and we will be having a small crew over the course of this indefinite layoff, watching over it as fire watch. We're pulling the pumps, all the cable, draining all the tanks, and getting our facility ready for this layoff. We asked certain questions as to, was it our ore reserves? Was it the way we were operating? Was there anything else factoring into this decision to idle our facility that we should know about? And they said no. This was strictly business and financial. There is no more place to put pellets, and right now it just made more sense to idle us and as well as lay off half of HibTac and close one of their lines down, which they were served that news on Thursday. They have around 230 to 250 affected employees, and the feeling over there is that this will extend their mine life by 7 to 8 years, and potentially if they don't figure out their ore reserve situation, that could be what HibTac looks going forward. I've been very close with Chunk and talking to him about what's going on over there, and all of us are trying to get answers for you. I'm going to be making a statement on Facebook as well. Our union is working hard. The benefits people, the leadership is working hard at getting all the information to you, whether it's how to apply for unemployment, what's going to happen to vacation, who's staying, is this voluntary layoff, how long, all these things are getting worked out right now. We will be meeting with the company next Friday, sitting down to iron out what this is going to look like, who's going to stay, how this is going to work. And as a union, we're going to do the best that we can to try to accommodate all of our members. I was hoping for more than this. When they had told me the night before that this was happening, the International called me and I let our Chad know that we were going to have this meeting to prepare so that we could get ready to tell everyone. And I was hoping for something bigger than this, something similar to '09. And while we asked these questions, are we going to catch up on our drilling? Are we going to fix our primary? Are we going to, do this shutdown? They said no, and their thinking and rationale on this is to, instead of doing on the tail end of the shutdown, we're going to do it at the front end of a startup. So people would be called back accordingly to try to address some of these issues so that we're not called back and have to deal with the drilling issue and the primary and all these other things that we're working through. Through that being said, I've been reached out to by many people in the public sphere. We've had spoke with Pete Stauber and his team, and Senator Farnsworth and Senator Hochschild and Representative Warwis. We're asking them for their support in this to see if there's anything that they can do. And they have all been very committed to working with us and taking care of us. They were all bothered by this news. They know how much this affects the range and will have a ripple effect into the local economies as well. I guess my main concern is that all of you take the time you need to process this. There's going to be a period of grief and all the emotions associated with just taking this life-changing event. Take care of yourselves and your families. I know it's hard to plan the future when you don't have answers and we don't know how long. And with the economy the way it is, there's a chance that this could be a little bit longer, especially with such an aggressive shutdown like this. With what we're doing, it's the messaging of being indefinite, as well as just how quickly they want to idle this facility is it definitely gives everyone pause. And I'm here to tell you that we're working on this. We were reassured that our ore reserves are still intact, that our basin life is still in a better position than some, and that we still have all these different things going for us. And they're just in asset preservation mode as they wait to burn through these pellets, which apparently as a company right now would take 3 to 6 months to work through this excess in pellets that we have. And with the shipping season not open, there's just this crunch for time. Multiple presidents have reached out to me as well. So I just want to stress that we're not alone, that we have a lot of help and support, and I will continue to press for you and to work with all the people that I need to get everything that we need to support us during this trying time. I'm encouraged to see us as a family come together as we're dealing with this. Like I said, we're working tirelessly to get you packets of information. And once we know more after next Friday, we will schedule special meetings to inform everyone, have places where we can get benefits people to handle the unemployment questions, all of this stuff. So I'd ask you guys to work safely, finish the jobs as much as possible, as quickly as possible, and continue to report to work. This 60-day notice isn't just to not show up to work and guaranteed pay until management tells you otherwise, to show up for your scheduled shifts, and they will direct you accordingly. If there are any questions, please give me a call or a text. I know there's a lot of people reaching out, and I'm working to get through the list, and I promise you I hear you and I will get back to you, but I appreciate your patience, and I know all of our team and our members are working hard on the official side to try to take care of everyone. Prepare your families, work on your finances, and do whatever it takes to make the best decision. And we're going to work to get you that information so that when the time comes, what your options are and how any decision you make will affect you and your family for the future. This is new for Minorca. I know we had our layoff in '09, and this one is just definitely different. But I believe we'll get through this, and we'll get through this together. And we're just going to continue to uphold the contract and do the best that we can with the language that we have to provide you everything that you've earned and bargained for over the years. And I will say this, it's been an honor to be your president for this period of time that I have been. It's been quite the term with all the things that have happened, but I care about every one of you guys. It's a family out there, and most of us have family that we work with out there. And um, if you notice anyone struggling, reach out to them and encourage them, and we'll get through this. And I promise you that I won't stop fighting for you guys, and try to make sure that as much attention is brought on this from a national standpoint, whether it's from the federal level or the state level. And if we need extensions on unemployment, we'll be fighting just as hard with that. And these senators and congressmen, and both at the state and federal level, are committed to working with us. Once again, be safe, and we will keep you informed as much as possible with any new information that we get. If you see anything that's concerning or have any questions, reach out to me or anyone on the elected board, or anyone, and make sure that you speak up, because right now it's a lot of things going around, and everyone is trying to just figure this out, and there can be a lot of confusion in some messaging. But I wanted to make this video so you all could see and hear what was told to us. If there's any, like I said, reach out by email, text, or anything. But until then, we will continue to progress through this and work through this together.